Development of the Object 268 was started in the summer of 1952 under the supervision of Joseph Cotton. A prototype of the Object 268 was manufactured in 1956. The vehicle passed trials but never saw mass production. In World of Tanks, the Object 268 can be a fearsome tank with a 152mm gun that is able to almost shoot 4 rounds a minute, doing about 850 damage a shot, with a standard AP round penetrating at 303. Now, if that's not enough penetration for you, the premium rounds do about 395 penetration. I'm your host, WizardKen, and this is the Object 268 review. What's up everyone, WizardKen here with another Xbox One World of Tanks video. Today we're going to be reviewing the Object 268. That's right guys, we are finally finishing up our Russian Tier 10 Tank Destroyer line, the Object 268, which I've had a lot of fun going down this line. It's been a lot of fun playing this line. Some of the tanks were a little weird to play, kind of hard to play, but it hasn't been a bad line to go down. I definitely don't recommend it for new players, but for you experienced TD players, this has definitely been a fun line to go down. Now, before we jump into this, I would like to apologize. I tried recording a couple of different things for the Xbox like we did last time, where I was showing off the view range, and I was showing how well this the last tank couldn't get detected, and different things like that, stuff that made it look really cool and made you understand the stats on this tank a little bit easier. But unfortunately, because of the problems that Xbox Live has been having the last couple of days, I'm unable to get on to the team training mode and get somebody else on there and talk with them over party chat. It's been very difficult getting party chat to work and someone and connecting with other people. I don't know why it's been difficult, but it has been. So hopefully when we do our next review, we'll be able to add all those cool neat things into there once again, because I know you guys like that stuff. But unfortunately, like I said, as you saw in the intro, I actually had to do all the intro video stuff inside an actual game, which sucks because you see all those people's names come up. So I apologize for that, but you know what? Sometimes shit happens and there's nothing we could do about it. We just have to go with what we have. So anyway, so we're going to be starting off with going over the stats real quick. Then we're going to go over the armor, talking about that a little bit more in depthly, because I think that's something that really needs to be pointed out on this tank a little bit more. But after that, we're going to go straight into a couple battles and see how we do. So without further ado, let's talk about the stats. Alright guys, so let's look at the stats of the Object 268. So the hit points on this thing is 1,950, which is not a bad amount. You're going to be able to take a couple of hits and then you'll die, kind of thing. If you get hit by a Death Star, you'll still probably survive. I've been hit by Artie a couple times in this thing, like T92 and stuff, and been killed in like one hit. Been amazing getting killed. So but you do have a good amount of hit points on this thing. The speed on this thing is 40 kilometers per hour, which is not bad. It actually gets you in and out of situations pretty quickly. The whole armor on this thing is 187 on the front, 100 on the side, and 50 on the rear. Now we're going to take a few seconds and talk about this because I know we're going to go in depthly, but I want to just make sure that you guys understand, even though that number looks low, the 187 in the front of the hull, it's really not that bad because of the piked nose, the way this tank is designed. If you look at this thing, it's just like the IS-7, IS-8, and IS-3. You need to use this thing by facing your enemy, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in the in-depth look at the armor. But one other thing I would like to point out too, when we're looking at the armor, and something you guys need to notice too, on the driver's side, just on the side of the gun mantle, where the armor starts spreading out like a V again, you'll notice on the driver's side it doesn't actually do that. There's like a little hump kind of looking thing, and I wanted to point that out right now, so when you guys look at the armor in depthly, you notice this thing. It's kind of hard to see in the tank inspector, but when we're in a battle, I'll show you a little bit more in depthly too. But this thing is a little hump that sticks out that actually is very weak and is a very easy spot to pen. So that being said, just make sure you guys pay attention to that when we're looking at the armor a little bit more. Now, the gun on this thing is 152 millimeter, which is a pretty badass gun. As we said in the intro, this thing shoots almost 4 rounds in a minute. The technical time is 3.64, but you could probably get your crew to get almost 4 rounds in a minute. The pen on the normal armor piercing rounds is 303 with damage 850. As we stated, if you need that extra penetration for tanks that have a little bit thicker armor, or their effectiveness of their armor is a little higher than the 303, which there are some that are out there, the premium rounds are 395, which is amazing. So if you want to put a couple of those on, you can. As I said, I'm not going to. I usually don't, but I might put a couple rounds on here later down the road if I have trouble with this tank. So far, I haven't had really any troubles with the tank except for getting ganged up on and not being able to use my piked nose properly. That's really the problem you're going to have with this tank, is getting ganged up on. And we'll talk about that more once we get into a battle. Now, the damage on this thing is 850, which is pretty badass. Now, there are other tanks that do a lot more damage, like the Jagdpanzer E100 that does over 1,000 damage. The Death Star that does like 1,900 damage, and so forth and so forth. It doesn't hit as hard as some of these other tank destroyers, but you know what? Those other tank destroyers only get like 2 rounds in a minute. You're getting almost 4 rounds in a minute in this thing, so you can make up that difference with 2 shots in this tank. It's not that bad to have 850. Now the view range on this thing is 400 with the binos. You could probably get about 410, 415, stuff like that. Now the camera rating is above average on this tank, and with a camo net, you should be pretty good to go on this thing. Now, I don't have, like I said, the numbers to be able to tell you like how close somebody has to be able to spot you or anything like that. Unfortunately, like I said, Xbox Live screwed us over on that, so I apologize for that. Wow, got the hiccups. Anyways, guys, let's go and look at the armor, and then we'll jump into a battle. Alright guys, so let's take an in-depth look at the armor of the Object 268, and let's go over the stats really quickly one last time of the armor. So we have 187 thickness on the front, 100 on the side, and 50 on the rear. Now, one of the main things we want to really take a look at on this tank is how it has that piked nose look, just like the IS-7, IS-8, and IS-3 have, and we need to really see how that armor can be effectively used in a battle, because one of the problems we're going to have is, because of it having such a weak armor, 187, we need to see how much the effectiveness of that armor, because it's being slanted or sloped in different ways as a piked nose, and see how well that actually increases the armor rating of this tank. So we're going to try to line this tank up perfectly at us. Now, I apologize that we are looking at a hybrid model of this tank. We usually use like a live, or sorry, I apologize again, a full visual of the tank of what it would look like in the game. But as you can see, it's pretty dark on this tank, so I don't want to really use that. I want to be able to see a lot of the parts on this tank. Anyways, let's jump into this. So let's look at this near the around the gun mantle and see how thick that armor is, because even if we use a hold down position in this tank, we need to make sure that that armor on the top is going to be able to withstand a lot of hits. So looking at this thing, as we talked about, it's 187 is the armor's thickness. As we can see, because of it being angled the way it is, if we take a down look, it's kind of angling left and right a little bit, and the effectiveness of that armor, because of it being angled left and right, goes up to 266, which actually is not that bad, because there are some tanks that are not going to be able to bend your tank in that sense. There are still some tank destroyers that are going to give you a hard time, but it's not too bad. This little area right here brings it up to 279, and then just around the gun itself, just next to the gun mantle, we're getting anywhere between 223, 224 as we go up, and then we hit some of the gun mantle there. This side a little bit, we might be angled a little bit too much one way. 187 on this side, and as you can see, the reason for that is because this armor here is not the same as over here, and I don't know why it's like glitching around like that. I don't know. That's weird. Um, as you can see, the armor's a little different design on this left side of the tank than it is on the right side over here. And that's probably why it's giving us that different armor, effective armor value. So that's something you're going to have to watch out for. If someone shoots you on the driver's side, that's something you're going to have to really watch out for. But as you can see, the remainder of the armor is pretty much identical as the other side in the sense of having that 264 effective armor. Now, if you don't know what effective armor means, it pretty much means the armor thickness is 187, but because it's slanted a certain way when a round shoots at it, the effectiveness of that armor actually increases the amount of armor rating. So it goes up to 263. That's why you get that different number there. And I probably explained that pretty crappily, but there you go. All right, so what's our other problem we're going to have with this tank that I've seen so far is the piked nose. Now, the piked nose is not bad in a sense, but if you're not very good with how the piked nose works, and what I mean by that is the piked nose really is more effective when you're actually facing somebody point blank, like straight on at them, as we're doing right now in this picture. You can see right here that this tank is looking straight at us. It's not slanted like you would do with most tanks at a 15 degrees, or to help out with the armor rating and stuff. The reason why is because if you slant this tank, the armor rating will go down. The effectiveness of this armor will go down. So right now, the piked nose, as you can see right at the where the left and right side join, is about 234, 235, give or take. Now, around this viewport, we can see that it's pretty weak. So this is something we're going to have to watch out for. This is something I didn't notice the first time playing this tank, but I did notice after a while of getting hit there that people have noticed that this is a weak spot. So you're going to have to watch out for that. That's where your driver is going to be sitting, and it's not a good spot to get hit. I have my driver knocked out here and there. Actually, majority of the time my driver gets knocked out. But you can see on the left side of the tank that the armor rating is pretty nice. 250, 247. There are tank destroyers that are going to give you some troubles that can pen you, but for the majority of the time, you should be able to bounce a good amount if you're using the pike nose properly. Now, even the lower plate, you can see is 212 in certain spots, but I would not rely on this. This is still a weak spot if you're not using this tank properly with that pike nose. So if you're having a hard time with the pike nose, work on it as you can, but if you're getting torn up, you can always go hold down position. As we said, this is not a bad, if you can get a rock or something like that in front of you that can protect this upper plate, you should be okay to be able to just use the hold down position, which is actually not a bad thing to do. So, but if we angled this tank at all, you can see our effectiveness of that armor goes way down, pretty bad, to about 188, which most tier 10s, tier 9s are going to be able to pen you in that way. So you're going to have to keep this thing straight on when you're fighting people, and that's kind of hard to do when there's multiple enemies, but you just do the best you can. To be honest with you, even though it's got a decent armor, I do play this thing kind of supportively, just because I don't want a chance shooting at somebody, they're bouncing off of me, but their buddy comes up and they're shooting at me just a little bit like this, and they're able to find some weaker spots. Like this armor goes down a little bit. As you can see, that's really thick. That gun mantle is really, really thick. It's just not as effective as it would be if you're straight on with people. So other things we have to worry about is the commander's little viewports up here. And as you can see, I don't know if this is technically considered a damaging spot, but I'm pretty sure it probably is, especially with a HE round, high explosive round. But as you can see, the armor there's not the best. But other than that, there's nothing really poking up on this tank. You just really need to make sure that you keep this tank straight forward on people. Now, the other thing I haven't seen yet, but there is a possibility, is you could see these little side armor here and here. Now, I've never noticed anybody shooting me there, but this looks like a very terrible spot to be shot at, even straight on. possibly a spot where it just tracks you, but I'm not 100% sure. So this is something else you might have to worry about. It's something to pay attention to. So, anyways, enough about this. Let's jump into a battle and see how we do with all this information that we've gathered all together. Alrighty, guys, so we're on Purple Horviga standard battle. We're going to be going against tier 10s, tier 9s, and tier 8s. This does not look like a good mix-up. Did we get more tier 10s than them? Yes, we did. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go set up where all these other bastards are going to go set up that are tank destroyers. We'll go up to the left side and see what we can do. Now, I like to play this tank supportively, like I talked about in, when we were talking about the armor, inspecting it a little bit more. The reason why is because I don't like relying on the pike nose of this tank. I don't know what it is. I just have a difficulty with this tank compared to the IS-7 or IS-3. Usually those tanks I do fairly well at figuring it out, getting it working right and different things like that. This tank, I just have the worst time. I really, really do. And I don't know why. I really don't. I really don't know why. So I rely on hiding the upper plate and trying to do a hold down position somewhere. That's what I like doing. But yeah. Alright, so hopefully our team will do something good and spot some people. We don't have any light tanks, which kind of sucks for this map because everybody likes to do peekaboo on the top of this place. And it's going to suck. And the other thing that sucks about this map with this tank is because our gun is very limited on how much it can move. It's going to suck having to move our tank, zoom in, and hopefully shoot somebody. Kind of like this. Yeah, we're not going to get the shot in. And he's going to be too low when he gets back here. And this is what we're going to be putting up with. So if someone spots over here, and then we need to move over to a different spot, there's a possibility we're probably not going to get any shots in. This could be a very bad map for us. We'll just have to see. Well, it looks like we do have some tanks over that way. I did see some tracers fly across, which isn't the greatest, but okay, do what we can. There's an E50 sitting here. But he is playing the fun, fast move. E50s aren't very fast, but they still move fast enough that it's going to screw me over. And that T-110E3 is definitely feeling the pounding of those how many tank destroyers? Not a lot of fun on this. This is going to suck. The matchmaking was terrible. And a lot of their tank destroyers are very nasty. Object 268, Waffle 100, Jagd Panzer. Very nasty tanks. Tortoise T95. Very nasty tanks. And as you can see, that T-110E3 getting his ass torn up pretty well. Jagd Panther, don't know what he's thinking about. But he's probably going to go Suicide Scout to a position we can't even help him out. I'd have to get a lot closer to be able to shoot those guys that are probably in the B1 area. Yeah. Yeah, he's gone. That was stupid. So pretty much nobody is spotting anything. Not much we could do here. Not much at all. We could go back the other way, try to help them out. I don't know. I really don't. This is kind of a stupid decision on my part, but we've got to do something. I might come over here and start shooting at these guys that are on the hill. That might be our best move to do. Just, we have nobody going out and being able to spot anything, so. Really don't. I'm thinking these guys are going to be too low to the ground to be able to shoot at. They're not going to be up on the hill where we really need them to be. Barely can see that tortoise. This would be a very hard shot to do. Ooh, maybe this guy? Yep, he's already ran. He already ran. Yeah, we've been spotted. That's great. That's fucking hilarious. Can't shoot any of these guys. Nope, house in the way. There we go. Got the Indian Panther. Got one good shot in on this game. To be honest with you, this is really not showing off the potential of this tank. This is really a shooting match. And I'm really unable to help these guys out. Alright, there's a good hit. Really good hit. Who did we just spot? Did we just spot the Og Panther? Is that what we did? Might have. Oh my god. The tortoise. All of our guys are dying. We need to back out of here. There's a heavy coming up this way. I don't need to be shot at by the heavy. I haven't seen any of our freaking artillery shooting at all. So it's not a scary heavy, but it is a heavy that could spot us, potentially. Get us killed. The enemy knows our location, so somebody magically is spotting me. There you go, Artie. Good shots. There you go. We kill one, they kill two of us. Try to get a shot in on this waffle. There we go. There's one good hit, but he's going to kill one of ours. It's not a good game.
Ready to fire.
Well, we're going to get screwed on this.
Target locked.
That was a luck shot. That was definitely a lucky shot.
She's loaded.
I really need this medium tank to start spotting for me, but I don't think he's going to. Oh my god.
Wasted an enemy. Enemies are capturing the base.
Alright, so the enemy is really, really close to us. I need to get a little bit better angle on this T-95. There's a dead tank in my fucking way. If there ain't one thing that goes wrong, it's another. Yeah, we only tracked them. That sucks.
They've spotted us.
Yep, they've spotted us. Yep, that's hurting. That's hurting. We're dead.
To track.
Yeah.
Bail out. This vehicle's headed.
Ah, fucking medium tank. Alrighty, guys. So we only did 15,000 in silver, 1,514 in experience points, 3 destroyed, 3,135 in damage, 6 penetrations, 1,200 block damage, assisted with 1,000, and we detected 1 bastard. We came in 4th, which kind of sucks because, to be honest with you, I don't feel like our team did the greatest at all. I think that, as you can see by my score, 3,000 damage. I kicked ass. Now these two guys did okay. I don't remember watching them, but I think this guy's the one guy that was last, that died last. But anyways, the thing is I wanted to show you this video at least because you can see that you can do a good amount of damage. You can knock some of these guys down a lot. This is not the best way or the best outcome that could have happened for this tank. We had no spotters in this game or anything like that, but you could see how, because of how maneuverable this tank is, you are able to move from one spot to another in and out pretty quickly and reposition yourself, and that's what we did. We were able to reposition ourselves pretty quickly, get a couple hits in on some people. I mean, we did some decent hits on people. It wasn't bad at all. It was pretty good. We knocked out a couple. There you go. Alright guys, so we're in Live Oaks, Team Destruction, no flags to capture. Tier 10s, Tier 9s, and 2 Tier 8s we're going to be seeing on this game. So, they do have artillery, which we do have to watch out for. This is a place I like to go. It's not very fun to be at if there's artillery, but we're going to try and do our best, because the only 2 options we have is an open area or a city kind of area, which I don't feel very comfortable with this tank using in the city. There are some spots I could hide in the city that can protect my upper glacis, since we're going to be sitting so close to people, but I just don't trust there's a lot of streets people can come in and out of and shoot at us at and different things like that. So but we're doing a little bit better this time just because we do have a light tank and a medium tank that can hopefully spot a good amount of these guys when they're coming around. The problem we're going to have is that we do not have any real backup over here, any heavy hitters. We do need help over here. We definitely need help from our team of assholes. But we bounced, unfortunately. That was crap. The E50 is doing a great job of poking in and out. We're going to bounce again, because the only thing we're seeing really is just his turret. Now, hopefully he thinks that I'm just a random small tank and is not able to do anything to him. Fuck. There goes our light tank. Alright, I'm backing away. These guys are not going to be spotting these guys properly because they're not pushing up a little bit to see over the ridge, and I don't blame them. The one guy's almost dead and stuff. I mean, it's just not going to be a good combination, and our other light tank is possibly AFK, which sucks. I'm going to get back up here. Nope. T-30 just took out our buddy. That's not good. The other thing that's not good is that I see a lot of the red players up at the top, which means that they still have a good amount of people that are going to be near us. Now, the nice thing is we don't have to defend a flag, so let's just tell this guy to fall back. Let's get out of here. What we need to do is group up with our other guys. We need to catch up with our other guys. That's what we need to do. We need to get these guys over here. What we could do is reposition ourselves to... Oh, fuck. That's not good. Well, we've been detected. We need to keep moving. We need to get rid of this stupid RU.
We've got a lock.
Alright, that was good. Alright, we're going to ram them to death.
Kill for our team.
Alright, we got rid of a spotter. Need to move just in case artillery was locked in on this position. Which apparently he is not. And then, since our light tank's going to sit up there, it might be okay for us to sit back here and shoot at people. And come across this way. Damn it. I need to actually get back over here and hopefully help him out. Because I can't see around that portion of that building. Need to get back over here. See if I can get a better angle at shooting at these guys. And we definitely have that now. Ugh. That guy popped back down. That's okay. That's okay. He popped down. We're still... Maybe? Come on. Come on. Come up and do something. He's just going back and forth. I guess he's waiting for his other buddies to get up here to do something. He doesn't know I'm here, which is good. Shit. Damn it. Our gun just fucked us. And we're spotted. We gotta get out of here. Unfortunately, this is not looking good for our team.
Load it up. Let it rip.
We need help over here. We really, really do. I don't know if we're going to make it out of here quick enough. Those medium tanks are going to be hauling ass this way. I can hear our buddy getting shot at. It's not good. Not good at all. But hopefully we can get turned around up here. Start shooting at these guys.
They found us.
Yeah, they found us. No dip. Come on. All I did was a critical hit. That sucks. Kind of worried about the people behind me, too.
Loaded and ready. They've spotted us.
There we go. Good hit.
They're hit.
Gonna move just a little bit. What are these guys looking like? Alright. Ow.
Frag hit.
E50. Nasty little tank. Still getting spotted.
Enemies got us in their sight.
Come on, team. Get out of the fucking city and come help us. Thank you. Somebody has me spotted. It's probably that fucking back chat. But I can't do anything about it. I can't see his
Right
ass.
at us.
Alright, let's sit still for a second.
Focus attention here.
There he is. Alright. Please don't hit me, artillery. Please don't hit me, artillery. Spotted again. Alright, I'm out of here. I'm done fucking with that back chat. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna have to let him get closer.
The enemy knows our location. Driver is down.
Eat it.
Drivers, back up.
Come on, I need help over here. I need help. What I want to do is at least get down
Locked and loaded.
so that the... Oh, fuck. Nicely done, sir.
Right at us.
Ah, fuck. Come on. Back up. Back up. Back up. Oh my god, we just got saved.
Target locked.
Bitch.
They destroyed one of our
Ugh.
tanks.
Alright, now we gotta get rid of this guy over here.
Loaded and ready.
Alright, got rid of him. Alright, use our maneuverability to get moving again. Because we gotta make sure we stay behind this little mound so we don't get shot at by any tank destroyers that could possibly be behind us. Which I'm pretty sure they are. Yep, there's a T-30 over there. I'm gonna try to sweep around this way and get at him. God, this has been a very intense game.
They found us.
Oh, that fucking T-30. You know what? Fuck it. We're blowing it up. We're blowing it up so we can start shooting at them. There we go. There we go. Good job, guys. All we gotta do is load back up, and we got him. Ah, we hit him in the fucking tracks. Are you fucking kidding me? He turned right at the last minute. What a prick.
They've spotted us.
Ooh, nicely done, guys. Nicely done. Alright, well, we got some points for the tracking, so
Focus on this
it's
area.
alright. The bad thing about team destruction is that if they have light tanks or anything like that that are fast movers.
Been detected.
Oh, fuck. Fuck, not good. Ah, you fucking kidding me. That stupid piece of shit was there. I shouldn't have tried for him. I shouldn't have tried going for that light tank. Ah. This Yog Panther's gonna get his ass raped if he tries going after him. Nice thing is that this guy is probably reloading now, the back Chilean. It's 57 is going after, what's the other tank destroyer? A Yog Tiger, that's not good. But hopefully he's AFK, so. It looks like it. There you go. Always good to have something like that happening. Is he even moving? He's not even moving, dude. You're good to go. You're good to go. So if we can get rid of this little prick, you're gonna get killed by the back. You should have went up to him. Damn, they did hit him hard. That's good. Come on, get up here. Shoot him. Get a shot on him. Ah, nicely done, T-57. Nice. Oh my god. Such an intense game.
Best job I ever had.
Wow, so they just used the saying from Fury. Best job I ever had. Oh my god, that just great. Alright, so we made 6,000 in silver, 1,694 in experience points. Why did I only make 6,000 silver? That's kind of weird. Anyways, we destroyed 3 tanks, did almost 3,000 damage. We blocked 1,240, 7 penetrations, 201 in assisting. We came in 4th place. Not the greatest, but I'll take it. Jesus Christ, Yog Panzer 7,000, T-57 5,000. Not too bad. For a game that I was really worried about, thinking we were probably going to lose, wasn't bad. So we shot 11 rounds, 9 direct hits, 7 penetrations. Probably could have got a couple more damage in if we wouldn't have gotten fucked over by that back Chilean. We probably could have killed him. Well, not killed him, but we probably could have gotten a hit in. And if he wouldn't have killed us, we probably could have killed him. But yeah, we got screwed over. Alrighty, guys. So that is the Object 268 review in a nutshell. So my final thoughts on this tank. The good, it's a very fast tank. It really is, in the sense of traverse in the tracks. The speed is not bad at all on this thing. The armor is not terrible on this thing at all. The gun is a nice hard hitting. It does a lot of penetration, especially the premium rounds. As you saw, if we would have had premium rounds, we probably would have penned. Majority of those tanks we bounced off of, but that's okay. We had fun with it. We still did pretty well. The bad things about this thing is really just the gun traverse, the amount of maneuverability that it has, and that it does take a while to aim in. So that does screw you over if you're switching from one person to another kind of thing. It does screw you up on that. Having the ability to shoot almost 4 rounds in a minute definitely helps out a lot. But one of the things I really want to point out, if you noticed in these videos, is that I moved around a decent amount. Because I did have that speed to be able to do that, and it allowed me to keep fighting in the game. That's one of the things I've really noticed with this tank, is that I'm relying less on the armor, and I'm relying more on the maneuverability to get in and out of situations pretty quickly, and to react to situations pretty quickly. This tank can withstand being able to be a pusher. It can. You just have to be careful with it if you do. That's why I went the route of being supportive, and as you saw, being supportive, we did pretty well in those 2 games. I mean, we lost the one on Prokhorovka, but you know, being able to move around and using our mobility that we did, we were able to get a couple of good hits and kill some people. And then on this last battle, I mean, we did pretty well. Even though I'm like, oh, I sucked. That just means that I didn't care for my score, because I know I can do better. But other than that, this is not a bad game or a bad tank at all. It really can be very, very nasty. It's just really learning how to play it. And it did take me some time to really learn how to play this tank. Now, I'm not an expert on this thing, but I did learn, you know, moving around a lot, kind of like a medium tank kind of thing. That's what I feel like when I'm playing this thing. Moving around has helped me out so much. So, anyways, hopefully this will help you out with your Object 268. Maybe trying some different things that I might have shown you today. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna be we've already started on our new line, and we should be doing a review video maybe next week. Depends on how much I get to play that tank and stuff. If not, we'll do some kind of other videos. I apologize once again for not making this video like we did on the last on the tier 9, with having me doing a training session and doing some in-depth look at this tank using that and recording in that. I apologize, but unfortunately Xbox Live has been fucking up a lot. I haven't been able to platoon up with people the way I would want to, and using party chat, so it's just been stupid. But anyways, guys, I'm WizardKen. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, and until next time, see ya.